At PK Sound, we're very proud of where we've come from, the people who helped us get there, and the scene we've all built together. Now, we're excited to deliver on the growing global demand for our technology with this reimagining of our brand. We are the Robotic Line Array Company. This statement embodies what makes PK so unique, our ability to control the vertical and horizontal coverage of a line source system via integrated robotics. This reimagining also represents our commitment to expanding a truly global brand. PK Sound is entirely focused on innovation, manufacturing, and building on the technological foundation we've established to reshape our industry and lead it into its next generation. On that note, I'm proud to introduce one of the founding partners of PK Sound and our Chief Executive Officer, Jeremy Bridge.
One of my favorite authors, Jim Collins, said that it's not about good luck and bad luck. It's more about what you do when you're faced with good luck or bad luck. And there's no denying that what we just faced, our industry, was a significant stroke of bad luck. When the pandemic hit, we honestly had two choices: to double down and to really push even harder, or to shutter the doors and try and wait it out and see what happened on the other side. And honestly, with all the work we had done, I knew the answer. When times are tough, you invest. You invest in your company, you invest in your people, you invest on what's made the business great already. And so we doubled down. We hired more people, we grew our facility, we invested in new software solutions that would expand the capabilities of our robotic systems. We've been working on building new, lighter products that extend the robotic family. And really, I think it's times like these that define companies.
We know that the next generation of live sound will look drastically different than the ones before it. As audiences grow more sophisticated, our entire industry needs to adapt to meet those heightened expectations. And as a technology-focused manufacturer, we need to lead that charge. With this evolution to our vision, coupled with the dramatic changes affecting all of us in live events, we sought to augment our team with some of the best minds in the industry. One of those key additions is our new Chief Strategy Officer, James Oliver.
For those of you that don't know this already, PK stands for Polar Kinetic, and that ultimately means the radial directivity of a loudspeaker resulting from motion. What PK does differently is it combines the best components that are available in the world, then adds robotic actuation, so a user can remotely re-articulate a sound field from front of house. Our business model and our product roadmap that you'll see emerge over the next couple of years are going to clearly reflect what we believe is the next generation of users. They grew up on technology where when they touch a screen, something moves, something happens. It's dynamic and it's live. And that's the group that we're really focused on. They're the people that are starting companies. They want new technology. They want to be bleeding edge. They want to be as part of something that made our industry special. The demand for PK is massive. The availability is growing very quickly. And when that availability meets the demand, people will be requesting it very regularly.
PK's core system offering is built around Trinity and T10, the world's first ever robotic line source elements. You'll notice we've transitioned to all black modules, but that's only the beginning. As of January, our Black Edition products, spearheaded by the next generation Trinity Black, will be controlled on the new Dynamics platform with significant performance enhancements courtesy of our V4 presets. Our focus on converging technologies allows us to continue developing and augmenting performance even after systems are in the field. This enables our software and firmware teams to expand feature sets and, ultimately, the life cycle of your products. This entire process has been done under the guidance of the pioneers of line array theory and users at the bleeding edge of where system technology is headed next.
I wanted to go out and play with the toys instead of designing them, and I was like, hey, this is a pretty interesting toy here with all this robotic flexibility. I found that very intriguing to explore the potential of what a robotic line array can do, and what sort of possibilities that opens up from a sound design point of view.
I first heard about PK Sound at a convention, actually, at Infocom. I just had such a good conversation with the gang in the booth at the time, and really walked away thinking, this is just a group of people who are very passionate about what they do, clearly have very high standards, and are introducing a really differentiated product into the marketplace. And also, like the idea of a robotic line array, I just needed time to sort of sit on that.
The main advantage is, apart from the speed of installation, it's the resolution of what you can achieve in terms of vertical coverage angles. You have virtually 0.1 degree resolution in between blocks instead of fixed angles. So you have the potential to do more sophisticated sort of coverage shaping in the vertical plane. But then on top of that, you've got that horizontal flexibility. Instead of like 2 discrete angles or maybe 3, you've got virtually continuous control in the horizontal plane. So the potential there to do some very sophisticated beamforming combined with the physical optimization is I think that's a pretty powerful base to build on right there.
I've done shows where I've rehung the PA 6 times in order to get it to sound the exact way the front of house engineer wanted it to sound. And now all of a sudden I can not bring the PA in. I can type in that I want to change these 2 angles, and it happens. I no longer have to worry about the stage rolling in underneath of my sound system and me not being able to change the angles or change what's going on. It's there at my fingertips.
Beginning with the technological building blocks of Trinity and T10, we've developed a modular, entirely scalable, and globally standardized system offering that covers the widest range of applications with the fewest products. This includes a brand new subwoofer being introduced in early 2022 that represents the culmination of PK's innovation and impact in low-frequency reproduction. It also includes the PK Cell Touring Rack, which standardizes power and signal distribution on a future-ready ABB backbone, and PK Dynamics, which combines every aspect of the modern live sound workflow in a single software platform. Together, they unlock the full potential of your technological advantage.
The big ticket for me was the fact that I could make adjustments both vertically and horizontally while the PA was in the air, while I was listening to it. The other parts that really get it for me is its performance. Not only does it put out a lot of SPL, but it also does it very efficiently, and it sounds really good. It really fits my palate.
I think the main feature that piqued my interest, obviously the rigging system itself is incredibly interesting. Doing things robotically is clearly a time saver. As someone that spent so much time in the field, very eager to start mixing or start sound check or whatever it might be, knowing that you have the flexibility to change that on the fly and also save so much time in that loading process is very appealing to me as a front of house engineer.
Honestly, I was so excited when we started talking about you guys building a program from scratch. It was really nice to see a lot of the things that I had brought forth to the table implemented. It's like, wow, you guys actually listen and you want to do the things that those of us that are out here using it actually want to do. I was absolutely blown away watching it all come together and seeing the different ideas where it's going and seeing what it could be in the future and how to implement new things.
I find myself most days being able to put the rig in the air, and as I walk around I can change the vertical, the horizontal as needed, and I can also do it on the fly while I'm listening to it.
The PK sub solved a lot of problems for me that I've been having with subwoofer technology for a few years. One of which was I seem to be able to get transient response out of one package and extended low frequency response and power out of another package, but was rarely finding subwoofer technology that could combine those 2 things in a way that was very satisfying.
We're working hard to grow PK Sound's profile on an international scale, though we're not doing it alone. We've aligned with proven strategic partners in several territories. In January 2022, we'll be formally launching PK Europe in partnership with well-established market leaders led by longtime industry veteran Peter Helson. And all of this is in addition to our continuously growing network of PK Alliance partners across North America.
I've been in the audio industry for a very long time, but obviously this opportunity was just too beautiful not to accept. Based in a small city called Buggenhout, that's basically right right in between Antwerp and Brussels. So not only the center of Europe, but also the center of Belgium. The reactions were absolutely great. People are excited. Everyone is interested in the product, wants to hear the product, wants to see the product. So yeah, the ball started rolling. At this moment, we're setting up a complete team of engineers, marketing people, commercial people, service and support people. So we're building the team. We're already looking for partners, but there's more news to follow on that. As we speak, we're building a demo and training infrastructure. So we're preparing all the tools, and very soon there will be more news.
I've always kind of operated from the premise of I want to save my customers money. We've done that for decades by focusing on our packaging and the way that we do things more efficiently so that we can save time. And that's been really successful for us. That's how I've grown the business. And the robotics and the packaging of the PK system is just an extension of that.
I think it's an interesting opportunity for us being able to work with beta products and being able to really have input into the design and actual sound of a loudspeaker. We obviously use it every day and are very picky about what we like and what we don't like, and actually being able to have a seat at the table and be able to have real-time collaboration on whether it's beta product or dynamics, everything down to covers and cases. I think just having our opinions heard is always a unique opportunity and quite a fantastic one.
I think the business model that PK has is really forward thinking, much more than anyone else or any other manufacturer I've seen. I believe that this is kind of the wave of the future, not only in the product, but in the way in which they're approaching their new business model with PK owners. And that's something I wholeheartedly believe in and feel like is really the right move moving forward for many of us. But PK is the first one to do it.
Again, our industry has changed, and it's still changing, and PK Sound will be at the forefront of that evolution, driving innovation to reshape live sound.
The opportunity is this high level of resolution, the potential to do some pretty sophisticated horizontal vertical beamforming is very attractive, as well as the challenge of how do you sort of condense all that power and flexibility into a simple, easy-to-use user interface and sort of automate the optimization tools, make it easy for people to get a good result in the field. That's an interesting challenge.
I think you're offering more opportunities for a greater product than anybody else is at the moment. I feel like the more people that learn about it and see what it's capable of, the passion of the people behind it, the fact that it does sound good, I think it's a no-brainer.
No more are the days of having to land the entire PA just to make an adjustment, because production has decided that they're going to open a section. They've opened 270. Things can be changed in the air. The only thing we can't change is the position of the motors. You reach the point where you're just pointing the box where you need it, make some adjustments, and it sounds good.
My touring companies continuously tell me that the low frequency response of the system is enviable for touring systems out there. So I've had a great experience with them. And, on top of that, I just find dealing with PK Sound very, just a delightful experience all around. They've been responsive. They've been excited to partner with us in a market where they didn't have a presence. I'm always excited to bring a great new product to my market as well. I feel like that's part of my job as an innovator and hopefully a leader in this market. And so it's worked out well for everybody.
I think you're silly if you're a sound guy and you're not interested in playing with it. You don't love your craft as much as I do at that point. I'm sorry. Like, you really don't. If you don't want to experience and see what the possibilities are, pushing progress forward, nobody else is doing this right now, and you guys are.
As you've seen, we've invested significantly in our future and are poised, prepared, and excited to embark on this next phase of our journey together. And one more thing before we go. With the launch of Trinity Black in early 2022, the only way you'll be able to access it is by owning a T10 robotic system. Get in touch and we'll tell you more, but until then, thank you for joining us. The new PK Sound website is now live. Visit pksound.ca to see more of our reimagined brand.